Welcome to the Investment Process Channel. I am C3 Christopher Campbell. This is the channel where we teach people how to create generational wealth through trading. Let's get into it. This is week, I believe, 40. The first week in October. Yes, this is week number 40, October 2nd. Let's take a look at how the month ended. And we got a fresh new candle coming up this month. So let's see how things are panning out. And if you haven't already done it, hit that like button on the down there at the bottom. Appreciate you guys liking and sharing. Matter of fact, if you can, go ahead and click that share button and click copy and share it with somebody and click the copy button. Again, the algorithm, it likes to, we share content within itself throughout the media, social media, and especially this being an educational channel, sharing it is one of those algorithms they take a look at. So let's hit that like button, subscribe, and also hit that share button. All right, let's take a look at our trading plan for the week. Let's go over here to NAS. So you see we had a couple places highlighted. Wanted price to come back to. Let's just look at how the month ended. As you can see, it didn't retreat all the way back. The monthly candle, we had those two areas highlighted again. It was the last week of the month. I didn't really expect it to do too much. Maybe a little sideways action, maybe break structure, either high or low. We didn't exactly know what the candle was going to look like, but right now, again, we're in a bearish trend right now for the monthly. Let's take a look at our weekly, and you see our weekly. It was almost a doji the way it finished up, right? However, we still got this imbalance here on this weekly that needs to be cleaned up, which is why this area is marked up. So we're going to look at having a chance or the opportunity to go back and clean that imbalance up for NAS. There was still some plays to be had right there. If we just stop and take a look at how the week started, and then we set up these where price could go to after it cleaned up this candle right here that didn't have a wick. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days right here. So this candle got real bearish, came down here. You see it got support. It's a little bit lower, created a lower low. So right now, the NAS is still moving bearish, even with this setup. And again, I'm waiting for a price to come back into this area and then write it down. Some people got some moves right here this week, which is once we got confirmation down here on the daily, price pulled back and people rolled it back up. Going back up into this area here, as you can see, it went right back up into here, almost took out this imbalance in this area, and we see there's a nice gap up over the weekend right here. The market just opened, nice gap. So right now we'll look for price to pull back and fill up that gap, and then continue up at least to here. What is this? Give me 1 second. 149.56. So we're looking for price to at least come right back to there, 149.56, and maybe to continue down or to continue up. So let's take a look for playing this week. We're gonna clean it up. Start at the monthly. Again, looking at the monthly, we're working with a bearish months. We had price come right to this area here. Right to here. On the monthly, Still looking forward to come a little higher. However, we got these imbalances down here. Oop. I have to take off that one-click trading. Give me 1 second. Okay. Price came right back into this area here. Has had some resistance, and it looked like we have some more imbalance down here. So I'm looking for price to probably continue on down, clean up this imbalance, then continue up from there. How quickly it's going to get there, we don't know. Again, this is on a monthly. It may be 2 or 3 months, but in the meantime, in the between time, there's plenty of plays and ways to participate in the market. So going to the weekly again, bearish. Look like we potentially had a swing point right here where price will probably come back up into this area. Let me take care of this trend line right here. Price will more than likely come back up into this area here. This is on a weekly. So we got a imbalance up here at 151.71. Looking for price to come back up into and then continue on down into these areas. So again, those areas you saw me have marked, those are prices. Those are places where price is going to come back to. Some people ride it back up to that area and then continue down. Again, you know, the market always has to set itself right. It was the last week of the month. I didn't expect it to do too much. Again, like you see, like price literally almost came right back to where it started for the week. Let's look at the daily again. Going back to this area here, we see our weekly at the 151.77 area. But I'm looking at this here. We had one imbalance that price came back into. Looking for price to come back into this area at the least. Then come up here, get resistance, and then continue down. Excuse me. If we get price to come all the way back up to here, that would be freaking awesome. I'm going to be looking for a position somewhere around here. If price continues to go up, then you'll probably get some consolidation right in this area here. I'm looking for price. If it continues all the way up to here, I'll be looking to get a position right around this area, you know, and have a closer stop loss back here. If it comes to this area, my stop loss will be in this area. More than likely, I'm going to wait, because just for the reason I said is the same reason why you see the price will more than likely, there's a high probability the price will come back into this area. So again, what are we going to do this week? I'm going to hit the 4 hour. Patience. So we got this gap right now. The market is open. We got this nice gap. So price is going to come back down. It's cleaned up this candle with no wick. However, it's going to come back to this area. It's not a strong cleanup. Just looking at this though, we had this gap up. Again, I'm looking for price to come all the way back up to here. What is this here? 153.48. I'm looking for price to come all the way back up to there before continuing down. So, if not, you see even here on the 4 hour, it created a new range. So let's look at our range for our daily. This is our new range for daily. Bottom to the top, to the top, to the bottom. There you go. Okay, so yeah, this is the new range for this area. Again, some people will get position. This is going to clean this gap up right here. This is a good position. Some people could. A lot of people trade gaps. I do. It depends on what time of day it is. Right now, if you look at that, 4,000, 8,000. That's a 2-to-1. The gap isn't big enough for me to do right now. But look, it's cleaning up as we're talking about it. So again, I'm looking for price to move within this range right here. There's a small imbalance here that could potentially get cleaned up before continuing down. So again, up, down, because it broke its lower high, so now it has a higher high. So it broke that. You see it's going to come right back into this area and continue on up. It barely touched this area, so that's why I say it's a high probability it's going to probably touch this area, come all the way back up, or just continue up and break this structure here. Either way, the plan is to wait for it to continue up and then continue on down to bearish, because again, it's the first week of the month, so it's going to pull, quote unquote, pull back, right? That's the reason why price, on a bearish candle, you get your 2 wicks. It's going to pull up into this area, then continue on down and create another nice bearish candle. So for the week and for the month to have a, where's the monthly? To have price come into that area and continue down, it's like the perfect move, right? It's a perfect move. So if we can catch it at the beginning of the month and ride it all the way down to where, I don't know. But however, clearly, we broke this monthly structure. So close, so close. So close. Yeah, we might get another test on the monthly side. We might get another test of it. It's going to come back and end up right here again, maybe a little bit lower. Who knows? So, but you see where we are right now. That wick probably will come all the way back up. Who knows? The candle might actually be bullish for the month. But we do know it's going to come back into this area, and it may just consolidate in this area right here. So that's the plan. We're gonna do a little waiting game, see where this where price goes to, cleans up this gap, and then where it's going to continue on to, where I think it's going to continue on to, right on up here to 150.74. So that's what I think price is going to continue on up to. Once it gets there, it's going to continue on down, right? From that point. Got down, up, pull back into this area, then continue down, right? Perfect setup. Okay, let's go ahead and move on over to gold. Okay, we had some real interesting moves on gold this week, this past week. So this is on the 4 hour. Let's look at the hour. So I had some things marked up. Let me take off this Fibonacci. It's like cluttering things. So gold. Let's look. Huge bearish candle this month. Like I said, shouldn't have been taking any positions other than like sell positions. Yeah, we got a couple bearish candles, but to be honest with you, if we would have, if you would have took a nice position on pullbacks, you would have still been in a great position. I got a couple of pips on Friday. I didn't really get any throughout the week. I was running back and forth. So when my alerts went off, I was not able to participate the way I wanted to. So I'm just a little bit more patient that way. Plenty of opportunities though. So I caught the end of it Friday. As you can see right here, waiting for price to come right back into this area, then continue on down. And I believe, got like an 8-to-1 on Friday. So So great right here. Um, the reason why I had buy right here was simply because, again, sell below, buy above. I wanted, if it broke this structure here, I was going to continue on down. However, if it met resistance, as you saw here, and I was waiting for this to happen, the pullback, but once it happened, it continued down. We got another candle that went up, then continued on down. So uh, the rest of the week was all sell. Was all sell. So pulled back a little bit and then continued on down. Right. As soon as it broke this structure, you saw the price come right back up into this area and then continue on down. And that's why I put these here. I saw price come back into this blue area here. Hit my get my confirmation, then hit my sell, and then I had a trailing stop, so it didn't even get all the way down to where I wanted it to. But as the trailing stop went, it like bagged up right into it, and then closed with profit. So, and again, that was on Friday. So, let's take a look at gold. Fresh eyes. Okay, gold. Again, monthly, nice bearish candle on the monthly. I want to see price pull all the way back to this area here. I'm looking for price to come back into this area here. On the monthly, let me see, monthly, we're going to do dark turquoise. Okay. That's our monthly blue. So I'm looking for price to come back into 1883. And if I'm not mistaken, yep. Remember, I told you, like, it took weeks and weeks and weeks. And where did it come back to? Right here to that gap. Came right back to the gap. Exactly what we've been waiting on all week. And I forgot it did that this week. It came right back there. We've been waiting for a price to come back and clean up this gap. And sure enough, here it is. Here it is. It came back, cleaned up that gap. And now it's gonna now we're gonna see what it's gonna do, right? So being patient, again, everything is still showing bearish. We got a couple of areas right here. Price can pull back into. Let me do it like this. We got one, a two, here's a small one, only but a goodie, three. So look for price to come all the way back into this area and continue down. When it's going to do that, I don't know. I need to get a nice solid confirmation. You see we got a little gap situation going on right here. What was it, on the hour? So it started all the way down here, right? So we had a huge gap. Price came back up into this area. So this hour. So you see what we're working with right now. Now, for me, this is an hour. This may be our confirmation right here. So I'm going to keep an eye on this. That setup right there may be a confirmation on a swing into the opposite direction of bullish to come back and clean up this area up here. I am going to wait for a nice 4-hour candle to close bullish for me to say that's a swing. That's a swing. That's a swing candle. So two options are, let's look at the daily. Okay. So for daily, this is our range now. I would go as far as to say this could be our range. Yeah, I can say that. I can say that. Or even better still, that's our range. And prices move within that range again. I would look for some nice confirmation. For me, I may take take a buy up into these areas. But to be honest with you, if you look at this, this is a daily. To get in anywhere up here, 1915. Let's just take a look. This is a daily, 1915. We're talking about roughly 15. Let me just say 1,500 pips, right? Because we got to have a little cushion. 17. Let's say 1,700 pips. For it to come all the way back up to here, give us confirmation, then continue all the way back down to and through this area, 1851. What did we say this was? 14. Let's say 2,000. And this is 2,000. So this is a 3-to-1. Easy 3-to-1. And I'm not going to take anything less than 3-to-1. Now, depending on your entry, it can be larger than that. But right there on the daily, with the daily's worth of risk, you get a nice 3-to-1. 3-to-1 for days. That's a pretty good move. Pretty good move. So again, waiting for a nice little confirmation on the 4-hour. Make sure that it's which direction it's moving in. If it's going to come right up to this area here, and hit that ceiling and then continue down, it may do that. If not, either way, we're looking for it to break the structure here. This setup here, which is where's my opening number? 1873. So we're looking for it to these candles here to grow up and hit 1873. The little pullback, continue on up, and then I'm gonna ride it all the way back down. It's just this is a little unpredictable for me, and most other people probably will be able to see it. But what I do see is these imbalances right here on the hourly level. So with that being said, that's our trading plan for the week. Again, we're waiting for a good full confirmation to see if we're going to ride this up here or if somebody might ride this up here. For me, I'm just going to wait for it to come into this area here and take it on down. So that's trading plan for gold. Let's do British pound, Japanese yen. Okay, British pound, Japanese yen. So here are the ranges. Going back to exactly what I said earlier. Looked at this range. Let's go to the daily. Zoom in. So we set up our range for the daily. And what did price do? Price just kind of, again, bounced in between there. It did break structure and go a little bit lower. We see within this range, price came right back up into this area. Great opportunities here. You get your confirmation on your daily. Price pulled back and then continued on up, right? So, again, some people took that position. I'm looking for momentum to teeter out and then continue on down right past this area right here and break the structure. What is it, 180.49? But again, once I get some kind of confirmation up here that price is losing gas, boom, right there. Price is losing gas. This may be our swing point right here on our daily, and then price come all the way back up, right? So let's take a look at this and clean this up. So here's price cleaned up. Here's our monthly. Again, nice solid bearish candle. What these called tweezer tops and bottoms. Got a nice confirmation here on the monthly. Got a higher high, which was the setup, right? We've been looking for this for a while, right? For it to break these highs and come all the way up to here. Right now, there's still some imbalance all the way down here, which in my mind, may pull back into this area. Let's look at a more feasible outlook. So right now, price is moving. Right now, we're looking at price to move within these areas right here on our daily. And I'm looking at it for the gas out and then continue on down, right? Again, like I said, I'm looking for price to come all the way back down here to clean up this on this monthly. And this candle, quote unquote, with no wick. Again, remember that was our. I'm going to put this right here. This is our weekly. I'm going to add this again. I know I had just a red trend line. 180.48. You could probably to retest that, go to and through that area, come all the way down here to this imbalance before continuing up. How soon or how long it's going to take to get there, we don't know. This is a weekly, so it may be several weeks. However, there's plenty of opportunities to break this low, come on down here to this low, and then continue up, right? Look at that. We got imbalance here, left behind. Plenty of opportunities. 30 pips, 60 pips. So 1 to 2. However, again, going back to what I said, like, if we're looking at this correctly, you see we're right here, 61.8%. It's right here. Anything up here, taking it, riding it down. Price is at a premium right now. You ride it all the way down to, which is about 180.90. So 182 to 180.90. It's quite a few. It's like, what's that, about 200, 700 pips. Yeah. It's about 700 pips. So I don't know if you can't eat off 700 pips. I don't know what to tell you. And I mean, even if you break that up into a situation where you get a 1 and 6, you get 600 of them, or 1 and 5, you get 500 of them. Prices, more than likely, it's going to at least come back into this area here. You see, we got an imbalance here. If it comes all the way back down here for consolidation before it continues up, like it bounces. What I mean by that is like it bounces up and then continues down. Because again, we're looking at it. It's been showing you down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So it's been showing you a bearish trend, right? We got lower highs setting up, then we got lower lows setting up. It's been showing us, hey, we're bearish right now. So how do we participate? Let me remove this Fibonacci. And again, nice setup where that's the daily. Let's look at the hourly. Yeah, it's looking like this is a turning point. I want to get some good confirmation before I write it down to here. What I would be looking for, this is a TP right here. Right here, this is a TP. 181.57. This is a TP. I'm looking at hourly. How to get in. Yeah, we got a little sideways action. Do we got something here? Price come back to? Price may or may not come back to this area first before continuing down. If it does, great. If not, I'm just looking for a price to break this structure here, pull back, and then continue on down. So yeah, this is what I'm looking for right here. I'm set up an alert like right here, an alert right down here, and wait to see what price does. Either it comes back up into that area, or it might break the structure, then pull back, and then continue on down. Either way, I'm going to still be waiting for a pull back up into this area here, and then continue on down. So that's the trading plan for the week. Japanese. British pound, Japanese yen, and hopefully you have a great week and get some good pips. Again, please tune into our channel. We're going to have some people on, and also I'm going to talk a little bit more about some other stocks and other ways to trade and how to make good decisions when investing in a company and picking up their stock. We do follow graphs and things, but it's also good to understand the news and when companies have, raising stock prices, why, to know why, in case anything happens whether there's weather or whatever it is where it might impact the business, you'll know to just maybe wait for the market to calm down before you start reinvesting. So again, we're here to manage risk. Thank you for joining. Hit that subscribe button. Again, share the channel. Just go ahead and click that share button and send it to one of your friends. I'll talk to you soon.